Hey y'all, Distaggio here, back at you with a little Hero Trials action. Here we're finally facing L7. I was stuck on this for a while. Here was my L7 Grizzly Reaper. So after I beat L6, I had one L7 attempt I could try here, and while Grizzly Reaper, I learned quickly. Number one, yeah, I even had cannon fodder in there. Grizzly Reaper is simply very, very difficult. I'm really not aware of any base or any method that can beat the Grizzly Reaper. You definitely would need to stun the heck out of them to get that all those procs from stopping, because they will just eat your heroes alive, and just they'll take those 21 Grizzly Reapers right there, and that is just impossible. So what we need to do here first is tweak the base around a little bit, and so that's what I do here. I decided to move the towers over to the edges so that they are wailing away at whatever comes in, rather than how I have my towers set up for Here Be Monster Challenge H, where I like to have them kind of every other, so that the ornithopters have to actually move around a little bit and not just take out 3 towers at once. So this is my Heroes Trial tower setup, and then got to throw the garrison in there. And you know, when you got like 100 heroes, it takes a while of scrolling. I really hate that. I wish there's a way, I don't know, of either saving a garrison or somehow organizing them different than just having to scroll a huge long list. If they showed maybe 2 rows or something, that'd be helpful. It's because it gets a little annoying having to scroll to my greens, which are way at the end. I gotta go way over there every single time. Get that garrison loaded up. And here I kind of decided to go a real balanced garrison, just go one of each color, and to the best that I can do, which is pretty much only level 2 or 3. Those bombs in there, and we will try this again. Yeah, L7 is a tricky one. 21 heroes. Again, it's the L. There's a number after the L, right? Depends on what level you're at. If it's 7, you're like, I'm on 7. You take 7 times the number 3. People kept asking me this in all my videos. It's just take it times the number 3. There's 21. So here's 21 Atlanticores. That's how it works. 7 times 3. So take whatever L you're at and times 3. That's how many heroes pop out of there. Atlanticore are interesting because they're obviously, Atlanticore is not a very strong hero, but when that shield goes off and I lose all my heroes, I'm relying on my towers to do everything, and you know, that's going to be tricky. Even if one of them gets, yeah, I just left that. It takes so long for them to beat me, and Immortep is very difficult at L7 as well. I mean, they get that proc going, and yeah, the problem here is if all my buildings were all the way towards the edge, like I described in my last video, that's the peon clover sort of farming L2 video, maybe that would be okay, because then the Immorteps will lose their proc, but the first, you know, then they're going to come in, they're just going to proc right away anyways, and they take me out in about 40 seconds. Ouch. Ninja, now Ninja's one you can normally do pretty easy here, but for some reason I got some stuns off there. Minotaur proc there, stunned everyone. I did take out a wave that came into the base, but then all these guys come in, and it was just a little bit too much there. I didn't get any proc off there that could stun them, and so they just took me out really fast. Pretty much one-shotted me. So that'll happen. So again, here I'm going to tweak my base around a little bit, because I still feel there's a little bit of optimization. I don't think I did that much, but just a little bit here and there can sometimes help. I just basically pushed that town hall out because I didn't like it being so close. That's where I started to really get the idea to move buildings all the way to the outside ring, like in the last video. This was actually recorded before that last video. I tweaked around the garrison, changed around the heroes a little bit. I popped in Atlanticore because I'm thinking, of course, then I get a Immortep again, 2 in a row, right? And we know that this is a hard one, right? So everyone's lost their proc. That's good. They're coming in. They took some bombs there. I got that wave done, right? So that wave's gone. And this wave comes in at the bottom, and they're just going to take me out, man. Look at that. You get 3-4 of those going, and ouch. I thought maybe I had a shot there, but they finally got me. I got real close on that. I was actually thinking I might have had that one, but then just, you know, a couple of those Immortep Dust Sandstorm takes off, and oh, ouch, not fun. Druid. Now Druid is a beatable one. It's really important for them to have their proc off. Their buff. They buff each other with an attack buff. See how they're walking real far here? See the pink glowing legs? The pink rings around the legs? The bright pink kind of white glowy legs? That means there's an attack buff on them. And if 10 of them proc at once, they're all going to have 10 buffs on them. So they're going to have like, geez, what would that be? I don't know. a huge increase to their attack, and they'll start one-shotting me. But I took them down here, and I really didn't lose much. So Druid is what you want to get. You definitely want to get Druid. You also kind of want to get Paladin. They do have a lot of hit points, but hey, as always, keep it dirty and dirty up.